Thank you, sir. So students, basically, as in the yesterday lecture, we have discussed regarding the banker's lien and mandate. So in this lecture, we will cover that topic and we will discuss some questions regarding that. First of all, welcome to Knowledgeist, and please watch our YouTube videos also. We will update YouTube videos on regularly basis. Please watch these videos, and if you are facing any doubt, then you can ask in the comment section there. So let's start our today's class. So many of students. So any doubt in the yesterday class, or we can continue? So let's start. First of all, one question in front of you. As we discussed this regarding in the yesterday lectures, power of attorney and mandate. So I think power of attorney is to be left. As we discussed mandate, so first of all, we can start with the power of attorney. One question from one student, sir, what is the difference between pledge and lien? We will discuss your question in the today's lecture after basically power of attorney. We will discuss one more thing we will discuss today. Like we have many of us hear some terms like pledge, hypothecation, and mortgage. One is right of subrogation. These are some terms which are asked in the examination or in the interview, and we are facing difficulty regarding answering these terms. Anyone know what is the difference between or what is right of subrogation? Before discussing further, anyone know what is right of subrogation? Anyone hear this term or first time you will hear this term, right of subrogation? Please respond. Your response matters. Because only due to your response I will able to know that you are understanding or you are knowing something or not. Many students hear this word first time. So I think it will be very enjoyable lecture for all of you because many terms you hear first time, and some students say that, sir, it is heard but did not know the concept. We will also discuss the concept and practical example of right of subrogation. Very, very important in the present life. So what is power of attorney? First of all, we will cover the power of attorney. So what is power of attorney? Basically, it is a document. First of all, it is a stamped document. So power of attorney, it is a document. It is a document executed by one person called donor. Basically, there are some terminologies in regarding power of attorney. First of all, power of attorney, it is a document executed by one person. Basically, who is executed is known as a donor, and in the favor of another person is called donee. So basically, it is a document executed by one person who is known as donor, and in the favor of whose this execution is to be take place is known as a donee. So it is a document executed by one person called donor to act on behalf of the farmer as per authority given in the document. So this is basically the power of attorney. Following are the salient features of power of attorney. First of all, the question regarding this: what is the meaning of general or universal power of attorney and special or limited power of attorney? Basically, we have two types of power of attorney. First is universal or general, and second one is special or limited. Anyone know what is the difference between general and special power of attorney? What is the difference between the general and special power of attorney? This is common term, and hope as per discussion with the sir, like most of you are preparing for the RRB scale 2, scale 3, and for CBO, SBI CBO, and for General Bank Officers of Maharashtra Bank. Then these terms are very commonly asked in your interview or basically in the banking section portion of the your exam, or even in the JIB exam. JIB, how many of you appearing in the JIB or cleared the JIB? How many of you already cleared or appeared in JIB? Nageshwar appearing in May 2021. Okay, good. All the best for your exam. Any other student who is appearing or already cleared the JIB exam? Because this exam is also helpful in your interview. Going to appear next month appear. Because these concepts are asked in your exam, and when you are attempting your question in the exam, you will find that most of the things, basically 95% of the things we have already discussed in our class lecture. Because basically from these concepts question are already asked in the exam from last few years, and we will and question in the coming exam also from these topics. That's why I will focus these topics first. Till now we have discussed 5 to 6 topics, and you will find 7 to 8 questions from this topic. And in today's lecture you will also find 2 to 3 questions in your JIB exam and also in your interview. Basically important concept for your interviews like right of subrogation, pledge, hypothecation, mortgage. So what is the difference basically special and general power of attorney? As some students are already answered this query, I will check your answer like that. General is for all transaction and special or limited is for some specific transactions. Your answer is little bit or correct one. So basically, general power of attorney is issued for acting in more than one transaction and confers very extensive powers to the donor. Basically, it gives very much powers to the donor. Because in power of attorney, basically we have two terms, donor and donor. And second one is special or limited power of attorney is issued for specific purpose, and often it is used for a single transaction. So special or limited power of attorney is basically for some specific transaction. Further, general power of attorney gives power to sign checks, stop payment of checks, and to sign borrower documents on behalf of the principal. This is very important. They are also able to do sign the documents basically on behalf of the principal. This is very important point in the power of attorney. It is a stamped document, as already we discussed. It is a stamped document, and mandate is an unstamped document. This question asked every time in each paper of JIB, basically on principles and even in legal section. This question is important for both. Either mandate is a stamped or unstamped. It is an unstamped. It is an unstamped, and power of attorney is a stamped document. And it is executed in the presence of notary public or magistrate of a court or a government officials author to do so. The principal can revoke the power of attorney at any time for future transactions. And when power of attorney stands revoked or cancelled or stopped by the death or insanity or insolvency. Insolvency basically winding up or liquidation in the case of companies of the principal. Hope all of you understand what is the meaning of power of attorney. So let's move further. Attempt this question. A power of attorney executed abroad. Basically important question. This question asked in the SBI exam. And also in the, I will solve this question in basically one IBPS exam also. This same question. This is basically for the scale 2. Basically specific vacancy is declared by SBI, I think 2018 or 19. In that exam, this question is asked. A power of attorney is executed abroad and attested by the notary public in that country. Then what will happen? It is valid in India also if stamped in India within 3 months from the date of entry into India. Second one is not valid in India unless attested in India. This is B option. Third one is valid if attested in India also by Chief Justice. And fourth one is valid in India also if stamped in India within 3 months from the date of power of attorney. So what will be the answer? A and B option is very similar, very little difference. Till now I will get 3 answers. D, B, basically what is your answer? As more than near about 18 to 19 students in the class, so I will expect at least 10 answers. Basically, I will expect at least 10 students will give your view. Take a time, take 1 or 2 minutes to think over it. Not an issue, take time. As I will answer different answers from different students. So anyone know exactly what is the, or you basically, or you are guessing the answer by hit and trial, or anyone know the actual? Most of the NRE home loan cases it happens. Yes. So as when we will go into detail regarding this, a power of attorney executed abroad and attested by the notary public in that country, it is valid in India. First of all, it is valid in India. So when we know that it is valid in India, so option B is not the answer. We have already rejected is option B because it is valid in India. Only when if it is stamped in India within 3 months, there is no role of Chief Justice in this. So option C is also not. And it is valid in India within 3 months from the date of entry into India, not from the date of power of attorney, from the date of entry into India. This question is asked many times in different exams. Very, very important question. And very, very important for the interview purpose because same this question is asked to my sister who is appearing last month in the PNB interview, basically scale 2 interview in Noida for risk manager post. As PNB declared scale 2 post, same this question is asked to her. First PNB is already declared vacancies in the month of September of October, or basically scale 2 in different fields. So this question is asked in the interview there. So any doubt in this question? Because all the students' response is wrong here. No one correctly answers option number A. Many of the students gave you a response as option number D or SC. So let's move to the further question. Question number 2. Which of the following rules regarding the power of attorney is not correct? Which of the following rules regarding the power of attorney is not correct? First question is, it can be executed in the presence of notary public. Basically, we have to find which of the following is not correct. Second is, registration is mandatory. Third one is, registration of power of attorney can be with the registrar of assurances. And D is, it can be executed in the presence of magistrate of court. So what will be the answer regarding the power of attorney? Basically, which is not correct. You have to find which of the following is not correct. As we have to discuss when we discuss the first option, it can be executed in the presence of notary public. This is 100% true. So this is not be the answer. Second one, registration is mandatory. For the power of regarding power of attorney, there is no mandatory of registration. So this is not correct. So this is our answer. But we have to discuss some other options also. Registration of power of attorney can be with the registrar of assurances. This is also true. It can be executed as we have already discussed in the earlier slide. It can be executed in the presence of magistrate of court. So this is our answer. Hope this question clears to all of you. If there is any doubt, then you can ask. So let's move